Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Squeeze Hands TV, the place to be to set your anxiety free. I'm Holly Gillespie, your host of Squeeze Hands and the creator of Squeeze Hands, the emotion soother that works in under 2 minutes, anywhere, anytime, any place, without anyone even know that you're doing it. All right, so today, have you ever heard the phrase, curiosity kills the cat? In the United States, this is a pretty common phrase. But did you know that curiosity also kills fear and anxiety? I'm going to share with you how today. So about 20 years ago, I was really extremely depressed. And I mean, the kind of depression which many of you may have experienced or be experiencing, where you just can't get off the floor. I could get out of bed, but then I would go straight to the floor and not be able to move off of there. And this had gone on for a while, and I'm not really sure what precipitated it, but one day a friend came over and suggested that I try this technique that I'm going to share with you. And she explained the technique to me, and I thought, there's no way that can work. And, I didn't want to do it. I hemmed and hawed, and finally, her desire to help me was so strong that I said, okay, fine, I will do it. And amazingly enough, it worked. I was amazed. I just didn't even want to admit to her how well it worked. And it's very simple. And it almost seems like we need to make things difficult, isn't it? It's like, it's too simple. That can't possibly work. And many of my coaching clients have said that to me about squeeze hands. When I teach them squeeze hands, they're like, that can't possibly work. And then they try it and they're like, oh my gosh. So the technique that I'm going to teach you today is questioning. So why does this work? It works for a number of reasons, but the reason that it works at the brain level, at the level of your neurons, is because it turns out that having curiosity, asking question, lights up and stimulates the same part of your brain that pleasure and reward is regulated from. Right? Who knew? Isn't that amazing? And best of all, that's the same part of your brain that puts out dopamine. And dopamine just gives you a natural high. Dopamine is a feel-good hormone that our brain puts out when we're feeling good or we look at something that brings us pleasure. And curiosity stimulates the same part of our brain. So we have something going on that we feel really not good about, and then we start asking these series of questions that I'm going to teach you. Not only does it make you rethink that belief, but it's also working at the neurological level and reprogramming your brain. It stimulates memory so that you associate that belief with a different memory, with a feeling good memory, as opposed to a bad experience or some fear. So the process is this. Let's take the scenario. Say you're scared of marketing. So many of us creative entrepreneurs are scared of marketing. That's the biggest thing. We don't want to put ourselves out there. We're scared of what people may think and that kind of stuff. So say you're scared of marketing. So the first question is going to be, is it really scary to market? And pretty much a lot of us, most of us are going to say, well, yeah. And then the next question you're going to ask after that is, are you really sure that it's scary to market? And what most of us are going to say after that is, yes. And then your brain's probably going to go on a rampage. If it's anything like mine, it's just going to give you all the reasons why marketing is scary and just go, rah, 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 right? And just keep going around. And so there's a third question. And the third and final question is this. Are you absolutely sure without the shadow of a doubt that marketing is scary. Now, for some people, you're still going to get a yes, and you'll get and then your brain will tell you all the reasons why it still thinks marketing is scary, and that will give you the stimulus for the next line of questioning. And then, but for many people, when you ask that third time, are you absolutely sure beyond the shadow of a doubt that marketing is scary? You may go, well, maybe not. And you might think, well, it's supposed to be scary. Everybody tells you it's scary, and you never know what people are going to say or respond. But, marketing itself really isn't that scary. So, and that's it. It's just those three questions. And there's a whole bunch of, those are the three basic questions. And then you can just go from there. If anything else pops up, then you can start questioning that. Saying, well, my parents told me that it was scary. And well, are you sure your parents are right about that? Or, that kind of thing. So that is the technique. Isn't that great? And you can do it anywhere. You can be driving in your car down the road. You can go for a walk. You can be standing in line at the grocery store. We all have lots of times in our lives where we're just waiting, and you can just be doing this in your head, and no one will know that you're doing it. And I'll put a resource in the link that there's a whole book about how all this works. This is a brief synopsis, but those are the three questions, and they will work. I have used them for 20 years, and it is a great tool for your tool bag. If you have any questions or any problems coming up with the line of questioning, please email me at hello@squeezehands.com, and we will set up a free 20-minute consultation with me so I can see how I can help you. All right, so that is this week's edition of Squeeze Hands TV. Please put in the comments below, what is one thing that you're working on this week? What is the one thing that you're going to question today? And share with us. And share with us how, when you questioned it, when you gave those three questions, what happened? Did they go away? Did you lead to another line of questioning? What happened with that? So thank you again. It was so great that you joined us. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Squeeze Hands TV. Bye.